Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a new era in Overdrive. Welcome to Glory. I am your host, once again, the PNG of Power, Mr. Elias Storm. And with me today is the one, the only, the manager of champions, my good friend, Stanley Brewer. Stanley, how are you tonight?
I mean, listen, it's been 2 weeks since we defied all expectations at OCW Defiance. I still have goosebumps. So much happened, so much we have to go over. But I tell you, after that break, I am ready to get back to doing what we do best, and that's providing some damn good professional wrestling. How about you?
Absolutely. Again, defied all expectations. We saw some new champions crowned, some champions retained. Uh, I, for one, am super excited to see the new landscape that is Glory.
And I don't know. I mean, I'm more excited about my brand, the better brand, the orange brand. But of course, I mean, you talk about new eras. You have to look at some of the shifts that we saw at Defiance. Something stayed the same, of course. International champion Shinsuke Nakamura retained his title over Cedric Alexander, and Malachi Black retained the U.S. Championship over House Open winner John Morrison. But both world titles, both the Galactic Championship and the Overdrive World Heavyweight Championship changing hands. How about Otis? He's come so far. It started with a match against AJ Styles before he knew it, going up against the likes of Cody Rhodes, Adam Cole, and of course defeating Okada and Cole in the main event to capture the Overdrive World Heavyweight Championship. What do you see for the biggest champion in the world going forward?
Sky's the limit, man. I for one, am very impressed with what Otis was able to accomplish, 2 weeks ago, and I expect absolutely nothing but great things from the new world champion.
Yes, sir. But now, as always, we got 6 matches on tap for tonight's episode of Glory. Why don't you run them down for us?
Okay, so we've got a international championship match to open the show. Again, the workhorse title being the title that everyone is striving to go for. We have the second ever international champion, Shinsuke Nakamura, defending against a man he knows extremely well, Finn Balor. With recently acquired Dominic Mysterio of the Judgment Day joining his corner. Finn Balor tweeted earlier this week that Dom will be taking his spot as the other half of the Judgment Day tag team as he moves on to the singles division to become the first ever Triple Crown champion in the history of Overdrive. And that starts tonight with the International Championship.
Well, he must have blocked me on Twitter because I certainly as hell didn't see that tweet.
Yeah, no, the requirement for all of my superstars is to block the white brand.
That's some bullshit, but I feel it. Anyways.
Right. Next up, we've got a glorious women's showcase. Obviously, Cora Jade was unsuccessful in that matchup with Becky Lynch, so the women's division is biting at the bits to prove that they are next in line. So we got Liv Morgan, Mandy Rose, and Shayna Baszler tying it up in that final chapter prologue. God, your jokes are annoying. Next up, the rivalry between the Bloodline and the New Day continues as Kofi Kingston goes one-on-one with Jimmy Uso with their respective tag team partners in their corner. Can Xavier Woods or main event Jey Uso make the difference? After that, we've got a good old-fashioned tag team title match. The Young Bloods and the Creeds were able to successfully capture those tag team titles in an absolutely phenomenal Hell in a Cell match.
Wait, hold on. This isn't a tag title match. You realize this, right? This is FTR versus Legado.
Yeah. This is just a classic tag team title match because we have new tag team champions and the tag title scene has changed. That's what I was saying, sir.
Didn't sound like it to me, but continue.
Like I was saying, we have a classic tag team match because new tag team champions were crowned in a phenomenal Hell in a Cell match. We've got FTR taking on Legado del Fantasma, looking to move up in the rankings. We've also got another big meaty men slapping meat match. Keith Lee with Ricochet in his corner will be taking on Miro after that phenomenal win in that Monsters Ball match. And in our main event, we've got the new Glorious Women's Tag Team Champions in Asuka and Charlotte Flair, the Odd Couple, taking on, honestly, my favorite team that's come out of the Blind Eliminator Tournament, and that is the Player Haters, Jamie Hayter and Dakota Kai. Ladies and gentlemen, Tag Team Wrestling at its finest, Women's Wrestling at its finest, championship action in the main event.
And listen, I'm just letting you know that no matter who walks out with those titles tonight, Pride's coming for you. Pride's coming to you. We got something cooking, and eventually we are going to bring competitors to your brand on your turf, and we're going to take those belts away from you. Because remember, the tag team belts go between both Glory and Pride, and those belts will be in possession of the Orange brand soon enough. I can guarantee you that.
We shall see, but with that being said, let's get into tonight's action.
Yes,
We're opening
sir.
up with International Rules.
And of course, Shinsuke Nakamura, he's been undefeated in any match involving the international title. Of course, defeating Cedric Alexander. He's beaten him twice now. And somewhere along the way, defeating Mustafa Ali, who's also had a number of chances at the international title. Also, hello Emily, welcome to chat. Thank you very much for being here. Welcome to your first ever OCW show. I'm being told that Elias has to enter the portal for a moment. Therefore, it'll be a solo show. I will try my best not to shit all over Elias's brand. But now, Finn Balor, so as Elias was explaining, Finn Balor is now trying to cut it as a singles competitor. This is his first singles match in OCW. Of course, he and Damian Priest of the Judgment Day winning the glorious tag team championships at Wrestle Mayhem, carried them all the way to Defiance, where they faced off against the Creed brothers in a Hell in a Cell match. The Creed brothers were the last remaining part of the youth movement that had a chance to win that night. And in a great match, which included full cage dives, Damian Priest fell to the top. The Creed brothers took the championships off of Judgment Day. And so while Priest regroups, Finn Balor is going for singles gold. And as Elias was explaining before he had to enter the portal, a little bit of history between Shinsuke and Finn. Of course, Finn's been all over the world, a very, very well-traveled wrestler, and trying to become, as he mentioned, the first ever Triple Crown winner in OCW. But the thing is, we haven't even had one person win 2 titles yet. Shayna Baszler had an opportunity, but she lost her women's championship a number of weeks ago and fell in the original Tag Team Blind Eliminator Tournament. And Finn Balor taking a little bit too long and costing us money, so therefore we're going to hit the fast forward button on that. And, are we going to bring him out here? Okay, good. These motherfuckers keep wasting my time and money. All of our money goes towards the stars. We don't have money for anything else. That's why I'm on a goddamn screen. But anyway, here comes Shinsuke Nakamura, undefeated in singles action in OCW. A number of weeks ago, he qualified for the International Championship, winning in a glorious showcase match against Josh Alexander and Keith Lee, who will be competing later tonight. Shinsuke then managed to beat Cedric Alexander, who many believed was going to hold the international title for a long time. Cedric, of course, got his rematch 2 weeks ago at Defiance, but Shinsuke winning 2-1. And of course, a reminder for everybody, the OCW Nebula, who's brand new, all international title matches are 2 out of 3 falls. Now, it's part of Elias' initiative to absolutely overwork his workers, something I absolutely do not agree with, which is why anybody feeling oppressed in this brand should come over to the Orange brand, which will be airing later tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been doing all the talking, but these two guys don't have to do any talking. They're going to let their fist, feet, and whatever suplexes they have to pull out speak for themselves. Can we get the lights back on in here, please? You turned them on, then turn them back off again. Do you guys not know how much it costs to run power through this place? Of course, the international title has kicked off a number of matches here on Glory. Of course, one of the few 5-star matches in Overdrive comes from an international title match, that 3-way at Wrestle Mayhem. And of course, shouts out to our ring announcer, Ryan, whose mother drives us to work every single day. And Finn Balor, he lost gold just 2 weeks ago. Can he reclaim the purple and gold right here? And Shinsuke, of course, the artist, he is an absolutely fearless man. He has not blinked. He did not blink that entire time Ryan was saying his name. This man is absolutely focused. Look at that voodoo powers. He has the belt hanging over his shoulders. That's just the kind of aura that you have to be a champion here in OCW. And of course, this could be the last time Shinsuke sees that belt. And for Finn, he might be seeing that belt a little bit later on. Who will come out victorious? As we always say here in OCW, time will tell from bell to bell. And ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank you all for your patience over these last 2 weeks. We are beyond excited to be back, and oh my god. Finn Balor tried to test Shinsuke, and Shinsuke decided to take Finn to school. Shinsuke immediately laying on the kicks. The international champion feeling himself. And of course, Dominic Mysterio, this is his first appearance in OCW. Keep in mind, though, that the Orange brand, my brand, Overdrive Pride, has the exclusive rights to one Rhea Ripley. So as of right now, Judgment Day is absolutely incomplete here in Overdrive. And Shinsuke Nakamura has completely halted any momentum that Finn has had. A right elbow, and Finn's already down. Of course, Shinsuke, known as the King of Strong Style. Of course, his Kinshasa kicks and his absolutely wicked knees have gotten him many, many pinfalls. And the international champion, he's going up, and it decides against it. Which, given its 2 out of 3 falls, that might have been the smart move, all things considered. But now Finn using the hesitancy of Shinsuke to his advantage. Now Finn's back up, so is Shinsuke. And Shinsuke, oh, he's not happy. Suplex of his own. Oh! Drops him on his face. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming to you live from the Trojan Wrestling Center, home of Overdrive Glory. Of course, it's not nearly as good as the OCW Theater, home of Overdrive Pride. But hey, you know, secondary shows, get the secondary venues and all that. Now Finn's going to send Shinsuke back into the ring. Of course, Finn Balor possesses one of the best moves in all of OCW in his arsenal. The best arm drag ever. That arm drag good enough to put away the New Day a few weeks back. And the first cover attempt, and Finn's going to kick out at 1. Of course, these two have wrestled each other immensely in Japan. Of course, in Japan, Finn Balor known as Prince Devitt. And Finn now was holding on to that ankle, and obviously Shinsuke, again, a hard hitter. What's Shin thinking here? Oh! Falcon Arrow! Cover! 1, 2. Wow, nobody kicks out a Falcon Arrow, but Finn Balor just did. Oh! Oh! Shinsuke! First cover! 1, 2, 3. 1-0 Shinsuke. Needs one more pin to seal it. Shinsuke busting out one of his finishers, but Finn Balor, with the fighting spirit, he's immediately back up. And, oh, thought Finn was maybe thinking Scorpion Death Drop there. Of course, maybe I've just been watching too many Sting matches. Here's the cover. And Balor trying to steal a pin, doesn't quite get it. Now Shinsuke, maybe he's thinking about rolling out the ring. That might have been the smart choice, and Finn Balor is going to make that choice for him. Of course, Balor could be thinking count out here. Countouts do count as pinfalls in international matches. And oh my goodness. Sorry, I'm watching the Phillies. The Phillies just went up 8-2. Let's go, baby! Was that was Trey, wasn't it? That was Trey. Hell yeah. So anyways, back to whatever this match is, and referee the count of 5, and Shinsuke's going to throw him back in. Uh-oh, now Shinsuke's going top rope again. Will he hesitate? Yes, he does. Uh-oh. Oh, Finn. Finn might have been thinking about that arm drag. A sling blade. Drop kick to the face. This could be Balor's opportunity. What's he thinking here? Oh, Balor, what a nice DDT. You might want to check on Shinsuke's forehead. He might be bleeding like Moxley. Oh, and Shinsuke. Oh, that DDT might have done some brain damage. He whiffed on that punch. Finn. Possibly imitating Otis with the world's strongest slam. Ooh. Oh, Shinsuke slips out of it. Goes to the back of the neck. Misses. Balor now with his own punch to the back of the neck. And now a chop block. And ooh, Finn Balor playing the long game with Shinsuke. And Balor might be in position for a coup de grace here if he thinks about it. Not going for it yet. What a suplex. Oh, but Shin's back up. Shin's back up. But another DDT. Finn Balor fighting like he really wants that championship. But of course, he's already backed into a corner. Delayed suplex, and that could be enough. Oh, Balor's going to make it enough. To the top rope. Coup de grace. Covered by Balor to even it up. It is 1-1.
What a moment to come back to, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. I had to be on the phone with a potential new signee. We're asked for a little bit too much money, so the conversation had to go for a little bit.
Of course, even when we're on the clock, we're still conducting business. Now, you've missed a heck of a match so far. So, it was all Shinsuke at first, right? You know, Shinsuke got the first pinfall. But since then, it's been all Finn Balor. Balor just been chopping Shinsuke down any way he can, beating him down physically. And with the delayed suplex, and two DDTs, and a coup de grace, Finn Balor's taken over. And now, if he can keep Shinsuke out of the ring, which he doesn't do, he would have been about 4 seconds away. Oh, wait a second. A second coup de grace. No, an elbow drop, and he misses.
And again, those high-risk maneuvers have a lot of risk involved. It's in the name. Hopefully, Balor, it doesn't cost him in the long run. But, I mean, it's back and forth, as you said so far, at least from what I've come back to see and witness. Shinsuke taunting, which is a terrible idea here in Overdrive.
Wait a minute, though. Shinsuke just hit the arm drag. Of course, Finn Balor in possession of the best arm drag ever. Shinsuke, though, not capitalizing on that. Referee almost got in the way right there.
Man, again, you need to go ahead and move the 9. I know you said we were on 7 not too long ago.
Oh, what a move by Balor. And could Balor be thinking coup de grace? Now you talk about the high risk. Balor, coup de grace on his stick, on Shinsuke's stick. Here's the cover. 1, 2. Finn Balor's the new champion.
Oh, wow. Ladies and gentlemen, Finn Balor has taken the steps to deliver on said promise. Finn Balor is the first person in the history of Overdrive to capture a second title.
Wow! Finn Balor, coup de grace to the dick and balls. And just like that, that is how you open up OCW programming right there. I hate it had to be on this brand, but you know what? Solid match. Finn Balor, your new international champion. And even though you're only here for the last half of it, close match. What are your thoughts on Shinsuke's reign?
I am honestly not as big of a fan as I was for Cedric, obviously. But Shinsuke, once again, absolutely upholding the standard of what it means to be a workhorse champion with a workhorse rate. Obviously, the International Championship is the championship when it comes to the mid-card. And I, for one, cannot be more happy that he was able to continue the legacy of this championship. And I'm excited to see what Finn Balor and Judgment Day, by proxy, have in mind for this championship.
And of course, Damian Priest wrestling this week with Dom Mysterio looking to take his place as his tag team partner. You know, but I was mentioning a little something that Rhea Ripley remains the one straggler, the one person at Judgment Day not on your brand. And I'm just gonna say, check your inbox in the coming days. We might be able to do a little business.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's gonna have to be big business though.
Oh, big business indeed. I mean, who knows? We'll see. I mean, she was the top draft pick. I mean, we'll see what I can do.
Anyways, this next match, this is an interesting one to say the least. Just considering who all's in it. This next match is between three people who are just trying to find some honest to God momentum here in OCW.
No, absolutely. Obviously, Mandy hasn't had the best of luck in showcase matches in particular. Shayna having a absolutely phenomenal bout with our women's champion Becky Lynch, but coming up just short. And Liv Morgan's kind of been floating by the wayside since she signed with the company to compete in the Blonde Eliminated tournament.
Well,
Obviously,
this is Liv Morgan's. I'm sorry to keep interrupting you, except not sorry. So this is Liv Morgan's second ever match. She and Cora Jade were a tag team together in the first round of the first ever Women's Blind Eliminator Tag Tournament, and they got bounced pretty quickly. Now Cora Jade, of course, a couple of weeks ago, managed to clinch a #1 contender's victory. One of the people in that match was Mandy Rose, and of course Cora took Becky to the limit at Defiance, but the man proved to be too much. And of course Mandy, she teamed with, let me see,
Bianca.
Yeah, so she teamed with Bianca, and she also got bounced in the first round. So again, this is a match where it's three women who are extremely talented, but just have not been able to get momentum. And of course, in OCW, momentum is the name of the game.
No, absolutely. Obviously, Shayna is the only person in this match who was able to make it out of the first round of the Blind Eliminator tournament. And I mean, that bit of extra oomph definitely goes to showing her resume. But again, none of these women have truly made their mark yet here in Overdrive. These are all three of these women, in my opinion, are women who are brutally underutilized outside of their work in NXT. Obviously, Liv is the only one of the three to win singles gold on the main roster, cashing in that Money in the Bank contract. But we all know how that title reign went.
Ronda Rousey was involved, so it went fucking horribly.
Yeah, know how that goes. But with that being said, I am very excited for this match for a lot of reasons, and I think this is, believe it or not, Mandy Rose's opportunity to take the next step and try and recreate some of the success that she and Toxic Attraction saw in NXT Black and Gold in the dying days before it transitioned into 2.0, where they steamrolled the competition for a significant number of months.
Now, if you want my favorite in this match, I'm honestly going with the Queen of Spades right here, Shayna Baszler. Because remember, she and Mia Yim, they upset Jordynne Grace and Becky Lynch in the first round of the tag title eliminator. And of course, Shayna, I believe, losing to Becky 6-4 in that Iron Man match, almost mounting an incredible comeback, but falling just short. I think that this is Baszler's match, and with a little bit of momentum on her side, I don't think there's anything that the Queen of Spades cannot do.
No, absolutely not. And I think that just goes to show who Shayna is as a performer, But this match isn't a one-on-one match, it's a triple threat. And with that being said, anything can happen.
And looking at the chat, it seems that Liv Morgan is actually the favorite here. Now, Emily in chat's pointed out something interesting. She says Liv's gear is giving Karlach from Baldur's Gate 3 vibes. Do you see that? Or have you played Baldur's Gate 3?
Not yet, unfortunately, but it's definitely on the list of video games to acquire, and then absolutely no life.
That's going to be me when Spider-Man comes out in a few days. Anyway, we are underway, and Shayna, most proactive. Oh, a Scorpion Death Drop to the knee. That's not what it is, but that's what it is now. Now Liv Morgan, she's trying to do something. Mandy's going to interrupt her. Nice suplex on the former NXT Women's Champion, and Shayna's already working on that leg. Of course, Shayna, the submissions wizard. Oh, and a knee to the face.
Oh, what a knee. Okay, Shayna, again, taunting is never the move here. Showboating and Overdrive almost never pays off.
I want to say it's like 97% of the time when you taunt, you get screwed over.
It's like It's a staple. It's not even a trope anymore. It's a literal staple of this company.
I mean, honestly, the way I see it, right, is that everybody here is fighting for TV time, and Shayna's got a baseball bat, and I guess she doesn't like baseball. Of course, playoff baseball on right now, and Shayna just kind of watching on. What a driver by Mandy! Oh, and Liv planning her. Oh, drop kick by Liv.
Drop kick by Morgan.
What's Liv thinking?
Neck breaker there.
I don't know if I neck breaker, but Shayna's gonna clothesline the absolute hell out of her. Shouts out to JBL and see the fan out there on the OCW Nebula with the Queen of Spades. And whoa, how about a tag maneuver? Teaming up on poor Liv Morgan and friends immediately turning into bitter enemies. Morgan, though.
Springboard into the Rana. Good old-fashioned helicopter fun there. Surprisingly enough, that's one of the few times we've seen tag team maneuvers, and not only in a triple threat, but just in the company in general. It's really weird that we have all these tag matches, and yet we don't see a lot of tag maneuvers. I don't know if it's just everybody feels they deserve to be a single star, or if they forgot how tag team wrestling works. But
Well, no. When it comes to pinfalls, everybody remembers how tag team wrestling works. Then.
Oh yeah, God forbid.
God forbid we can't go without. We can't go one pinfall. Like this is like I want to do 2 out of 3 falls matches, but we'd be here for 5 hours.
Yeah,
like we cannot do that right now.
Yeah, let's stick to good old international rules singles matches, ladies and gentlemen. No need to have God forbid we do an elimination match. Survivor Series is going to be hell.
Well, at least in Survivor Series, we're going to be doing War Games, so it'll at least be entertaining.
Oh, yeah, true. Spoiler alert, by the way.
And Baszler getting planted on that concrete. Now Morgan, absolutely eating it.
Yep.
And Baszler going for that leg again. She's
working the leg there.
She targeted that leg at the beginning of the match. Liv Morgan, maybe smartly, just kind of taking it easy. Some time to rest. Mandy Rose gets worn down, and there's no count out, so they can just stay out here for as long as they want. And Baszler into the steps. And now
Liv
Morgan
running back in the ring. I don't know why there's no count to break here.
Well, because it's triple threat.
I mean, but both women are on the outside.
It's triple threat. No disqualifications. No countouts.
Yeah, but so why did she run back into the ring and then immediately come back out?
She felt like it. I don't know. She's your wrestler. Well, you think I have all the answers on your brand?
I don't know what you want. You out here simping for Liv Morgan defending the bullshit.
I ain't simping for nobody. I'm simping for Shayna, if anything.
I strongly disagree here. I find it weird that you immediately was like, well, it's a triple threat. And I obviously know.
I was stating what the fucking match is. Meanwhile, as we're arguing, Shayna's taking over. Oh, but Liv tossing Shayna. Liv trying to keep that momentum going. And that baseball bat.
Tying it up with Rose. Ooh.
Oh, dropkick to the side of the head.
Dropkick to the side of the face there.
Well,
definitely can't be good for Mandy's beauty routine.
Listen, you say I'm sipping for Liv Morgan. No, Chat's the one sipping for Liv Morgan, right? Speaking of, Morgan back in the ring, and looks like a modified spear by Rose. Now she's going after Morgan. And Shayna's just going to look for weapons. And another drop kick.
Another drop kick.
I'm surprised Mandy Rose is still standing. And that cover's not going to last for long.
Yeah, no. As she should.
Now Morgan
Rose
once again.
and Shayna going back and forth now.
Honestly, I've kind of been liking Morgan's strategy in this match. It's always been, if the other two are tying it up, just kind of leave it be and wait for your opportunity. And now,
this is interesting.
Whoa, hold on! And Mandy trying to maybe emulate that Karafuda clutch that Baszler has patented, and Liv's gonna miss whatever the fuck that was.
It looked like he was going for a springboard insecurity there, maybe.
Cover and a 2 count. Liv running all
Liv
over the
almost whiffing the breakup there. Luthez, shout out Randy Orton.
Now Liz, she's the only one standing in this match. That strategy of just taking it easy has been working, and now she's got Rose all alone. This could be Morgan's opportunity here.
And can she capitalize on it, though?
Well, she's got the kendo stick right to the back of the head. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Oh, wait, Rose fights out of it. Every rose has its thorn, and Mandy is showing hers. What's she thinking? Whatever she was thinking, Liv says, no, you're not thinking that anymore. Base buster!
Base buster there.
Oh! On the kendo stick! Liv could steal it! 1!
Cover.
2! Liv Morgan steals it!
Does.
What a sequence!
Liv Morgan planting. Shayna Baszler there. That's gotta be annoying for Shayna. But Liv Morgan moves up in the rankings for that glorious women's championship. Obviously, Becky Lynch is watching this division closely, but that iron grip she has on the women's championship here on the white brand. You know, Becky is the only champion to have walked into Mayhem and still hold on to her championship here on Glory. Honestly speaking, there's only one other championship in this company that still has its original holder, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, yeah, that would be over on my brand with RK Bro. They've held the tag titles since Wrestle Mayhem. You're right about that, but that just goes to show just how crazy things can get here at OCW. But Liv Morgan, she's always said, watch me, and all eyes from the OCW Nebula were on her tonight. What a victory for Liv. You know, chat's very, very happy, and I'm sure there are many other people out there who are very happy as well. But Mandy Rose and Shayna Baszler, once again, they got to go back to the drawing board. But for right now, Liv Morgan can rest easy knowing that she strategized perfectly, and she got the victory.
Well, now, Liv being able to hit Oblivion without the ropes is quite interesting. Usually using that rope for the assisted springboard STO there. But now, we've got a rivalry that is literally standing the test of time. That is the New Day versus the Usos, or should I now say the Bloodline has been reunited here on the white brand. And Kofi Kingston, with Xavier Woods in his corner, will be taking on Jim Uso with Main Event Jay in his corner. I, for one, am very excited for this match.
And the thing is, it has been a very, very interesting run for New Day here at OCW. Of course, New Day, you know, trying to go after the tag titles, lost a singles match to Judgment Day, which barred them from challenging again until Judgment Day lost. So now, with the Creed brothers being the new glorious tag team champions, that definitely opens the door for New Day. But singles-wise, Xavier Woods lost his opportunity at the international title. See, I'm trying to look at my notes here. Now Xavier does have a singles victory over Jey Uso, though. That happened a couple weeks ago on the 6th edition of Glory. But, you know, very recently, these two teams had that trios match. Bloodline versus all members of New Day, and that ended up going to a draw, a 5-star stalemate. So honestly, with all those factors into play, it's going to be very, very interesting to see who comes out on top here.
No, absolutely. Obviously, Biggie and Solo had their match a couple of weeks ago. And neither of them are here tonight, by the way. Not only are they barred from ringside, but neither man is in the arena. So I'm very curious to see if the Usos or the New Day can work their way out of this rivalry and into the tag team championship picture, or if any of the 6 men, because all 6 of these men have the potential to be singles champions, work their way toward Finn Balor, the new international champion, or even the new Overdrive World Champion, and the big guy Otis.
Now, of course, Jey Uso has been known as Main Event Jey Uso, but he's going to sit on the sideline tonight as his brother Jimmy gets that shot at singles limelight. And really, it's been a weird go for the Bloodline here. Now, of course, you know, Roman, he's won matches. He's been in big matches. It's not that the Bloodline hasn't been producing, but Solo Sikoa lost to Cody twice. You know, obviously Jay lost a few weeks ago to Xavier. And of course, Bloodline not being able to put New Day away just a couple weeks ago in that trios match. So really, for both sides, it hasn't exactly been the easiest go, but the Bloodline so far, I think overall just had more success.
Yeah, it's weird, obviously, because Roman significantly carries the Bloodline in this aspect when it comes to like moments and opportunities and victories. And then of course, he's in God mode still, championship or no championship, having that absolutely barn burner of a match with Lance Archer several weeks ago. Being able to come out on top of that, Lance then competing in a battle royal after that, I think just goes to show testament to Lance himself. But yeah, hopefully this is a turning point for either of these groups, because Roman just can't seem to find his way back to the world championship. Same with Cody Rhodes, and I'm sure those two's paths will inevitably cross yet again. But maybe the first Bloodline member to hold singles gold will be Jimmy Uso or Jay or even Solo. I don't think, at least from the track record currently, it's going to be Roman, which would be very interesting to see how that turns out.
Oh, and look at Kofi! Kofi absolutely launching himself. Now, that's vintage Kofi right here. That's some Jamaican accent shit right there.
Good old trust fall Kofi Kingston. The fact that he does that to his opponents to me is absolutely hilarious. I've been doing that for a few years now.
Right into the pole is Jimmy Uso. And these two battling, of course, right next to one of the hardest barricades in all professional wrestling, the only legal weapon in professional wrestling, or always legal, I should say, and maybe Jimmy Uso isn't looking for an in-ring victory.
Oh, count of 7 right now.
Oh, and a clothesline.
Count of 8.
Kofi tried to run back in.
Gotta get back in the ring, sir. Thank you, please. We try not to do count out victories at least. Drop kick, springboard at that by Kofi Kingston to Jim's face.
Xavier's absolutely going
crazy
style.
Whoa! Out of nowhere.
And what a quick victory for Kofi.
Wow. Okay. You know what? Yeah. Fair.
No, that's a much needed victory for the New Day. If I'm you, I'm happy about that.
I mean, I'm never happy with match ends quickly, because that means Uncle Dave can't boost the star ratings. But with that being said, Kofi Kingston making absolute quick work of Jim Uso. Roman will not be happy about that. But the New Day add another notch to their side in this rivalry, which hopefully wraps up as soon as possible.
I mean, only time will tell, but I mean, that really felt like a vintage Kofi Kingston match. As you said, he did the trust fall, absolutely hitting a picture-perfect Trouble in Paradise. And, I mean, just wow. I mean, maybe Jimmy's just not used to that singles action yet as much as Jay is, but, I mean, you're right. Roman has to be royally pissed. He already can't be happy given that he did not get a chance to compete at Defiance.
No, absolutely. I got a very heated voicemail not too long ago. But he'll be all right, because I'm the general manager and I have power. So, all good in the hood. But now we've got tag team action. We've got Legado del Fantasma taking on 8-star FTR. These guys obviously failed to capture the glorious tag team championships when they faced the Judgment Day in that steel cage match. Very quality match. But now they're both looking to move up in the rankings, and I, for one, am very excited to see if Cash and Dax can continue to thrive as they've done everywhere else they've been. Legado del Fantasma, on the other hand, their opponents here tonight, have kind of struggled a bit when it comes to picking up momentum. Santos Escobar obviously competing in multiple showcase matches, the Cruiserweight Showcase being a pivotal highlight in the early days here on Glory.
But
go ahead.
Here's the interesting thing. So Santos, he's failed to capture the international championship. He's failed to get back to that picture. He was moments away from winning that showcase ladder match on the Go Home edition of Glory. But here's the interesting thing. Legado del Fantasma has struggled, but many, many moons ago, and I swear this is right, I know I've gotten shit wrong before, I apologize, it's Elias's fault, but but Legado has a victory over the Creed brothers. This happened weeks ago on the 4th edition of Overdrive Glory. Legado has a pinfall victory over the current tag team champions. Granted, this happened well before the Creed brothers were even in that tag team picture themselves. But that's got to be a very interesting thing that's on Legato's minds. And I mean, you have to think, with a win tonight, could they become, those first opponents for the Creed brothers?
It's a very real possibility. Obviously, they can't be the first opponents because that belongs to the Judgment Day newly formed, or should I say, reformed tag team. Thanks to the adding of Dom Mysterio, Dirty Dom Mysterio, to the white brand. So I'm very excited to see that championship match next week. But no, Legato, you have a point. Legato was able to kind of pick up that first victory when it came to some of the lesser tag teams, at least according to the audience at the time period. But the Creed brothers rose above all that, winning that tag team battle royale and then showcasing they deserve to be on the grandest stage at Defiance, and proved that by again winning an absolutely phenomenal Hell in a Cell match. I saw some shit I never thought I would see in that match.
And now of course, the Creed brothers, kept the youth movement alive at Defiance. Of course, the youth of OCW had multiple chances.
Oh,
to capture
Cash
gold.
absolutely working over Joaquin Wilder.
But
yeah, no.
But Creed brothers, they kept the youth movement alive. As you said, beautiful match. And now, even though it's been 2 weeks, they get a week off. Now, I do want to point out something that, FTR, both members have had a little bit of singles experience in recent weeks, both picking up losses, though.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Cash had that match against Daniel Bryan, which he lost. Pretty good match, though. And Dax was in that same showcase ladder match that Santos was in. Now, of course, Ricochet ended up winning that match.
Yeah, Ricochet obviously.
Oh my god!
Oh, powerbomb, man. See, this is what I'm talking about. Take out the opponent's tag team partner. That's classic tag team wrestling. So shout out to Cash and Joaquin for doing that respectively here in this match so far. Again, but I don't blame either of these guys for losing those matches. Again, that showcase, the ladder match was insane. Obviously, again, that possible championship being introduced with Ricochet winning is still in the works. Of course, got to talk to the higher powers that be. But even then, it was just a great win for him to pick up some momentum. But Cash lost to Bryan Danielson, who's one of the greatest professional wrestlers on the planet, and a guy who just swept Chad Gable, a man who can take Gunther to his absolute limit. 4-0 in a best of 7 series.
And a broomstick off the top rope, and it seemed that Del Toro was trying to take him down. But yeah, no, you're right. Bryan Danielson is on a 5-match win streak. That win streak starting with his victory over Cash Wheeler. And of course, these guys probably still devastated by that steel cage match to close out Glory a few weeks ago. And so, of course, they want more than anything to enter back into the tag title scene. Oh, but Legato's not going to make that easy.
What a mover by Joaquin here. No, I can 100% see either of these guys being future and or the next glorious tag team champions. But again, Creed brothers and Judgment Day have to run back to Defiance match first next week. But honestly, you were talking about Otis earlier in the night, not to take away from this match for a moment. Maybe Bryan Danielson is the next challenger. Obviously, he just absolutely washed Otis's tag team partner. Otis has to feel some type of way about that.
Oh, for sure.
Again, Kevin Owens, Mr. Break the Ceiling, is waiting in the wings, but we've got Battle Stars coming up, our first ever television pay-per-view. More on that next week,
But then
high possibility.
But then another factor in that, right, is that Okada still gets his rematch, right? So that's three different angles that are coming at the big man Otis. And while Otis's victory was monumental, can he hold on to that belt? That's going to be the biggest question.
Carmelo Hayes, a very phenomenal wrestler. I'm proud to have him on my brand.
Well, wait a minute. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Cover just recently lost his NXT championship in the alternate universe, and he was talking to a guy who I expect to see great things from in the near future, Trick Williams. about it's one thing to win a championship, but it's absolutely another to defend it. And
Yeah.
Trick Williams, the other half of that best friend duo, learned the hard
Oh,
way
what a
when
suplex
Dirty
bridge.
Dom was able to recapture the North American Championship in the alternate universe. And so, yeah, again, all our new champions, Finn the Knight and the Creed Bros, and Otis at Defiance, as well as our main event, the Women's Tag Team Champions. It's one thing to win those titles, but it's absolutely another to defend them. What an elbow drop by Dax here, cover.
One,
Um,
2, and
two,
3. Proper
and
defense by Cash
FTR.
Wheeler.
Yeah, no, picking up a solid, quick victory yet again. I can't be mad at it. Moving up in the rankings, I think FTR needed this match
Oh,
quite a
absolutely.
bit.
No, they absolutely needed that win. And Legado del Fantasma, even with that win way back when over the Creed brothers, they're still desperately searching for some momentum. Maybe Santos can find it in the coming days. But FTR's got to be happy, especially in an alternate universe. Very recently, they lost their AEW tag team titles, but now looking for a set of gold that they haven't won yet in the Glorious Tag Team Championships.
Yeah, looking to add yet another star to those jackets of theirs. I, for one, am very excited to see how they continue to climb the rankings here tonight. But tonight, next up, we have an absolute hoss fight. We've got the Redeemer, the one, the only best man, Mr. Miro, taking on the limitless one, Keith Lee.
Okay, real talk. Nick Castellanos just hit his second home run of the game. 9-2 Phillies. Let's fucking go. Anyways, I'm very, very much looking forward to this match.
Obviously, Lee is one half of One in Glory. Ricochet accompanying him to the ring here tonight. Ricochet obviously having a little bit more success than Keith Lee so far here in Overdrive. Ricochet being in banger of a match after banger of a match, winning the showcase. Obviously, Ricochet was involved in the early hunt for the international championship during the Cedric Alexander days. And Keith Lee, losing to Otis on his absolute rise to fame here in Overdrive. I haven't really seen too much of him in singles action since, obviously competing in a showcase match here and there. But I think tonight is an opportunity for the next big thing, pun intended here, in Overdrive. And I don't know if that's going to be Miro after, beating the absolute nonsense out of Lance Archer in that Monsters Ball match. Or Keith Lee finally, returning to the glory days, pun not intended, of NXT and being a double champion.
Now, even though Keith Lee hasn't really been able to pick up a solid victory, oh my god, did they just go back to back? Holy shit, Brandon Marsh is a goddamn manly man. Alright, anyways, so Keith Lee, despite not being able to pick up that victory, he's done some very, very impressive things. We've seen this man go to the top rope. We've seen this man do Hurricane Ranas. And of course, he and Ricochet did get an opportunity to become #1 contenders for the tag titles a few weeks ago. And of course, Creed brothers ended up being the ones winning that matchup. So Keith Lee, he's been in some big spots, but as you said, it's that big victory that's eluded him. But with Ricochet getting that big victory recently in that showcase match, maybe it's Keith Lee's turn.
Yeah, again, the high possibility. I can see either man walking out up to dub tonight. Excuse my French. Stroke, apparently. I don't know if we're going to see, the game over here or the accolade or whatever the hell Rusev wants to call that camel clutch submission maneuver, or if we'll see a big bang or, a spirit bomb. I, for one, would love to see a spirit bomb here tonight. I'm a massive fan of Keith Lee. Man has not missed when it comes to theme songs, besides the one time they changed it to generic rock music, and we were all severely disappointed.
God.
But yeah, who am I, or whatever you want to, reference to the Keith Lee theme song days. As again, Miro was just showing absolute power in the best shape of his career, by the way.
Now, talk about Miro in that game over in that Monsters Ball match with Lance Archer. Of course, that's last man standing. Whoa. Whoa! About to be an earthquake! Oh my god!
Elbow to the spine there, ladies and gentlemen.
But Miro, in that last man standing match, using this game over / camel clutch, what a fucking spinning kick. You know, using it, and despite it being last man standing, Archer tapped out just so he could escape the pain. And after that, Miro let go, and Archer did not respond to the 10 count. And right now, Keith Lee, wasn't responding for a little bit, but now he has. You know, but Miro, you know, he's only seen a little bit of action, but every time, oh my god!
What power, ladies and gentlemen? Power slam? Yep. Ugh.
I thought
Braun Strowman used that in matches. But no, Miro, again, not often we see the Redeemer, but when we do, it's always a show.
There's a cover
Clearly,
to kick out a 1.
As you can tell, these two guys are going to absolutely beat the crap out of each other here tonight.
I mean, they
pretty
much already
hopefully
done it.
they walk out better for it.
Well, I mean, look at Ricochet. Like, Ricochet could barely seem to watch this match. Overhead suplex. Jesus Christ, Ricochet knows the pure destruction happening in front of him.
Again?
Another one.
First of all, that's a very heavy man.
The 3 Redeemers.
Miro.
Only 2 of them. Super kick! Oh, god damn it. That would have been so epic. Oh, man.
What a thrust kick there. Oh, my god.
How sway is this possible?
Slam there. And locking in that game over. Will Keith Lee tap out here?
And that's right in front of the ropes. That is right in front of the ropes. But Lee's
and
not
Lee
able to reach
out. Ricochet not, coming in to break that up. Lee finally being able to counter that. I don't know. Oh,
whoa!
What a German. Okay, guys, again, you guys are too big to just be flinging people around like that. If one of you clears the ring, we cannot cover that health insurance, okay?
God damn, that would be something. And Keith Lee's fired up now.
With that big pounce there. Oh, returning the favor. No.
Nah, just
I was about to say that'd be pause. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Absolutely ragdolling Miro there.
Now it's Keith Lee's turn to be an absolute menace, and Spirit Bomb! But no cover.
Will he go for the cover though? Miro's definitely out of it. Cover. He's too close to the ropes.
Ooh, can he reach though?
No. 1, 2.
Wow.
Kick out by Miro, ladies and gentlemen. This match is not over yet.
And the the Nebula, OCW Nebula saying fight forever, Lee over the back to the knee. Working on the
absolutely. Planting him over his knee like he needs to be in timeout. Lee on the top rope. Will we see that moonsault? I hope not.
The ring support. The ring cannot support this shit. Stop it! Oh god!
Body. Oh my god! Unbelievable here, ladies and gentlemen.
Keith Lee. All out. He wants this bad, but this Miro wanted even more.
Irish whip.
Breaks through it.
Oh, what a pounce! Absolutely flinging him with that body weight it is.
Oh, another Spirit Bomb!
But no cover again. Miro way too close to the ropes. Lee, I don't think this is going to work out for him. Rope break again. You guys are veterans of the industry at this point. You got to remember where you are. What a Uranagi by Miro.
And now Miro looking to regain that momentum, that luck break.
Cross kick. Yep.
Whoa! Whoa!
No, he missed.
No, he absorbed that like a fucking sponge, dude.
But Miro realizing that and immediately getting back on offense here. Keith Lee struggling.
That was something. Lee did not budge. On a rope stunner.
And a rope stunner. Time-altered classic here.
And
even Overdrive. Another back kick.
Well, and now Ricochet's been a non-factor in this match so far.
I mean, to be fair, if you're Ricochet size, are you really trying to get involved in that?
Probably not, but maybe helping Keith Lee's foot to the ropes would have helped.
Yeah, at least that for sure. Speaking of foot, absolutely working the leg there.
I felt that one in my ankle. Shit.
No, sure,
Referee at the
definitely
count of
his.
6 into the hardest barricade in all professional wrestling. The only legal weapon
Miro
you need.
breaking the count.
And I guess Miro
Count of one.
wants the carnage to continue. Oh, kick to the
I mean,
balls.
he's winning mostly, right? I feel like I would too. Make a statement here tonight, guys. Right, both men are back in the ring here. Irish whip by Lee.
Oh, backbreaker. Oh, the
Oh, what a
clothesline.
shot to the back of the head there.
This could be Lee's moment. Possibly another spirit bomb. He's stinking
Another
it.
spirit bomb.
He's stinking it. He hits
No,
it.
no, regular power bomb.
Oh,
man.
regular.
A little bit.
Yeah, there's no sit
Yeah,
out.
spirit bomb.
There
Yeah,
was no
sit out.
spirit. There was just a bomb. The ass rider. And
Like
Lee
in the
showing
back.
off.
There's no positive way to say that. Top rope.
One of the 3% times it's showing off has worked. Lee, another cross body. Yes!
Another cross body.
Picture
After
perfect!
Planning Miro cover. This time's got to be it. 1, 2.
Oh my god.
No. Powering out of the kick, actually.
And Lee is beside himself. Absolutely beside himself. Showing off again. Of course,
Oh,
3% chance. Not getting glomped.
Look.
Uh-oh. Oh, wait a second.
Oh, STO there.
Oh, what's Lee thinking? Measuring up. Bending the
Will we
knees.
see it?
Oh!
Oh no, immediately counter.
And the power of Miro. Another Alabama slammer! Into the game over! And this might be it.
No, this might be it, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait!
No, Lee is nearly getting out of it.
He absolutely snaked his way out of that. We're at the climax here. A headbutt.
Working the limbs now, Miro.
Oh, and Keith Lee's had enough. Just physical punches to the face. He wants this man to go
I don't
down.
blame him at all. Another set of punches here to Miro.
Keith Lee exercising some demons to the Redeemer. And Miro's down. Miro's rolling around. He's not getting up. Lee continuing. Oh, God. Miro's busted open.
Keith Lee telling Miro that not only has his God forsaken him, but now he is his new one. Bear hug, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, but those
Miro
elbows.
fighting out of it.
Can he get out? Oh, the clap.
Again, what a match, ladies and gentlemen.
You never want the clap. And Keith Lee's not kip up.
Right.
Kip up from the clap. Takes out Miro. What's he thinking? What's he thinking?
I mean, I doubt he goes for a tope, right? Like, I don't think anybody
not right
could.
now. God, I would put that shit in that. No, if he went like over the top rope to the flip, that would go in Glory's intro immediately.
Yeah, speaking of, ladies and gentlemen, let us know in the comments here, live and on replay, how you felt about the brand new intro for the A brand. Shout out.
You mean the intro for a brand?
No, the A brand.
A brand, gotcha.
No, not a brand. The brand.
Yeah, a brand, gotcha. Anyway, Miro back into the ring. Keith Lee, maybe he should have done that top rope dive, but who the hell knows? Oh,
Lee,
another spirit bomb.
there it is.
Hits it.
Spirit
Cover.
Bomb. To sit out, and now he's going for the cover. I think this may be it, ladies and gentlemen, and it does, in an absolute classic of a match. Keith Lee picking up some much-needed momentum, joining Ricochet in two of the singles competitors with most recent wins here. And I, for one, am super excited to see what's next for One and Glory.
Keith Lee and Ricochet, now both of them in the winners column as singles competitors. But we'll have to see where the realm of the tag team division takes them. But Jesus, those two men threw each other around like they were freaking action figures, dude. Holy shit. Keith Lee, mind, body, soul, and of course spirit coming out on top.
Absolutely limitless. Shout out to Big E. We got big meaty men slapping meat in a phenomenal match that was the prelude to our main event. Yes, we love women. Yes, we love wrestling. But more importantly, we love women's tag team wrestling.
Oh, damn it.
That being said, in our you got to do better, bud.
I'm trying.
with that being said, in our main event tonight, fresh off of their victory to not only capture the women's tag team championships, but win the first ever blind eliminator tag team tournament in the history of Overdrive, we've got the
They're
player
making their
haters
entrance
taking on
together.
our new
Yeah.
women's tag team champions.
All right.
Also, yay, finally,
All right.
tag
All
team
right.
wrestling actually being tag team wrestling.
All right. We're 1 for 1. We have to see if the odd couple makes it. But as you were saying, you said the player haters became one of your favorite, tag teams to form from that eliminator. Definitely became one of mine. They just kind of came out of nowhere, and despite an exit in the semifinals against, I didn't put who was against. I want to say it was the odd couple.
Yeah, because the Way took on Shayna and Mia Yim. Yes,
that's right.
That's correct. Yeah, so the Way obviously, losing to the Odd Couple in the semifinals, but they were able to pick up a very massive victory in singles action over the Way. Which kind of derailed the momentum a bit, and then obviously the Way also losing again in singles action to Charlotte and Asuka right before their tag team title match, with maybe played with their head a little bit, and now
they're 2 for 2.
Couple
Let's go! They figured it
also
out.
coming out as women's tag team champions. This is just absolutely great to see. But can the Queen and the Empress keep the momentum going and capitalize off of the fact that they are now no longer the hunting, they're the hunted?
And of course, one of the big things going into that match at Defiance was, where does Charlotte Flair's loyalty, where does her loyalty lie? And we ended up finding out it lies with the Empress of Tomorrow. Those two putting on a great match against the Way and walking out tag team champions. I do want to issue a correction from earlier. I believe I said it was Shayna and Yim who defeated Becky Lynch and Jordynne Grace. No, it was actually the player haters in the first round that beat the women's champion as well as Jordynne Grace. At least that's why I wrote right here.
Okay. Obviously, we're still very new to this. Our tech people nowhere near as great as the conglomerates, but we're getting there. Our archives are not as fresh, but regardless, none of that matters, because the only match that matters is one you're in tonight, and I think this one is a very interesting one for all four of these women for a multitude of reasons.
And one thing I just noticed is that even though it's different colors, Hayter and Kai, same type of gear. They're matching. Again, different colors, but they're matching. If you take a look at the designs.
Yeah, a little bit of individuality, but still, the true essence of the tag team championship roster is that, we are the same, but we're also different. And I think Dakota and Jamie, out of all the tag teams, encapsulate that the best. But can they capture tag team gold here tonight? Is the question. Can they be the Odd Couple, who've honestly been on an astonishing roll as a team?
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously the Odd Couple undefeated in tag team action, of course, being the winners of the first ever women's blind eliminator tournament for the tag belts. And Charlotte, here's something we haven't seen yet, and thankfully Hayter's right there, but Charlotte busting out something new. And is she thinking about that moonsault already? Oh, she is.
She is.
Charlotte looking to squash.
Landing the picture-perfect moonsault.
Charlotte looking to end it early, but Jamie Hayter staring down. Daggers into the soul of the Queen. And Kai slow to get up. Oh, jeez.
Working the legs of Dakota there, trying to set her up for that figure eight.
And of course,
Dakota's got to try and pick some momentum back up here before it's too late, obviously.
And that figure eight is what won Flair and Asuka, the belt. Flair tapping out Candice LeRae, Indy Hartwell just a second too late. And I mean, Indy and Candice have to. Well, Asuka, what are you doing? I'm not sure what Asuka or the ref was doing. They just kind of got each other's way. What a kick by Kai!
What a kick by Dakota there, man. You gotta blame the ref for that. Distracting Asuka for a moment.
Now the Phillies are 1 away from going 2-1. Asuka spinning kick.
Oh, what a kick to the face there.
And an eye for an eye, or a kick for a kick, I should say. But here come the kicks from Kai to the back of Asuka's kicking leg, trying to kick the Odd Couple off of their perch.
You know, has the nickname captain of Team Kick. Definitely one of the women who use her legs the most here in the Overdrive. I don't know if now's the time to just be playing around, but now she has the opportunity to try and get Asuka in that one-on-one situation.
And Dakota Kai, with the right button combinations, she could single-handedly. Okay, no, she's gonna go tag in Jamie Hayter. I was about to say she could have single-handedly won this tag team match herself, but Jamie Hayter, now the freshest woman in this match, and not sure where Charlotte is right now, but
she definitely got hit with a top rope stunner not too long ago.
I mean, she's probably back though, because that's just how time works. And
Asuka now throwing kicks to Hayter.
Yep, indeed, she's back.
Looking to tag in Flair. The Queen now entering the ring here.
All right, and what's Hayter got to be thinking? And whoa, maybe a power bomb on the Queen. Sits out.
Running sit out powerbomb of Jamie. Absolutely phenomenal show of strength here.
Well, now an elbow. Flair a little bit slow to get up. Jamie Hayter's got momentum right now. Looking for reverse DDT.
Planning Charlotte Flair here.
Cover.
In front of Asuka. The pure disrespect. Count of 2. Asuka not moving. I don't know if they're still tension between the Odd Couple, if she just knew Charlotte would kick out.
I think she just knew she would kick out, real talk. But now Hayter off the ropes and got absolutely nothing. And Charlotte with a spinning back fist.
Elbow.
Or a back elbow. Charlotte Flair from the Queen City, Eddie Kingston, being from New York, similarities.
Oh, yeah, no.
Not sure exactly what part of New York Kingston's
similarities
from,
between New York and Charlotte, North Carolina, good sir.
But she's from, never mind. Anyway, here's the cover. One. Oh, kick out at 1.
Hayter.
And now here comes Kai
again.
And Kai and Asuka probably spent the most amount of time in this match so far. And Asuka, oh my God, she's saying, I know my opponent. I also know my tag team partner. Get in there, Charlotte.
Yeah, that spinning back fist by Asuka, laying out Kai long enough for Charlotte to get that hot tag back in.
Oh, wait a minute. Dakota. Sunset roll into...
Cover into the submission.
Ooh! Is Charlotte going to tap? Asuka's not getting out. And no, Charlotte's going to break that. Using those long limbs to her advantage. Now,
it's very rare, again, that you see Charlotte Flair, of all people, tap out.
Spear!
Oh, what a spear!
Having to spear himself around the referee for that. Cover. And a breakup by Hayter. Speaking of referees, Charlotte Flair, while I believe Asuka had the Asuka lock locked in, as soon as that was broken up, Flair ended up knocking out the referee in that match. And so when Candice went for the win, it was a slow count, which inevitably allowed the Odd Couple to get the victory.
Defeat by Flair there.
And the Phillies won, baby. Let's go.
Coming to advantage. Tag in the Hayter.
The Phillies won. Jamie Hayter and Dakota Kai looking to win, but Kai's about to be in a bad way.
Right,
no, she's still gonna be in a bad way. Woo!
Oh.
Double kip! And a kick. And the referee's doing some weird shit. Ass to the face! Cover!
Running hip attack, cover. 1, 2.
I wanted that to be the winner.
Hayter powering out. Dakota still not back up yet. Jamie Hayter all alone.
The OCW now be going crazy for this main event. The only one not crazy right now is Hayter, but she's about to be in a world of crazy pain. Another arm drag. Kicks to front and back.
Followed by kicks to the front and back there.
And Asuka wisely trying to mix it up with Kai, or I guess she was, not anymore. Fuck. A hip toss.
Jamie working the arm there.
And Jamie now trying desperately to come back. She needs to get a tag into her partner if she wants a chance, I think. Or maybe Hayter tries the solo. That's not going to be easy. With the Empress
No,
at your...
backing into the wrong corner there. Oh, Charlotte looking for a spear, maybe. No.
Oh, Hater. What's Hater
Hater.
thinking? Oh, my God.
Oh,
What a
suplex.
And Asuka going to go
Cover.
for the breakup, and dang. That was insanely quick. And, of course, Asuka, showing when it matters, when she believes Flair's in danger. Oh, DDT by Flair. This could be it if she goes for the cover. And she does. One. Oh, here comes Kai. Oh, got it just in
Dakota
time.
immediately breaking that up.
We saw Cash Wheeler deliver a clothesline to help Dax secure the pin earlier. I don't understand why that can't be a thing for everybody else in this company. But hey, top guys do top guy things. It's not like they patented that shit though. And a hot tag. Hater the Kai. The freshest woman now. Spear attempt goes awry. And Kai. Delayed. Oh, delayed into a counter.
Flair countering.
Oh, God. I think Kai's face just hit all 3 ropes. Kai might be screwed here. Hater's down. Charlotte's working that leg. But she'll tag in. Asuka. What's on Asuka's mind? What's on the Empress's mind? She's still got time, but the time is fleeting. She's got to get something now if she wants to win. Asuka lock! Asuka lock! No help for Kai!
That's a good option.
There's no help for Kai. There's no help.
Hang in there, Dakota. Jamie is on the way.
Wait, Hater?
No.
Hater's not climbing in?
Still dazed and confused.
Now Hater's there, and she gets there! Just barely.
I was concerned for a minute there. Obviously, Jamie's still severely dazed and confused.
And now Asuka trying to take care of Jamie. Doesn't see Dakota. A little bit of a slap to the face. And look at Hater on the outside. She's absolutely dazed and confused. She might be seeing double, but she got there just in time to help her partner and keep them in it. But will this be the night for the player haters? Kai now. Oh, whoa!
Oh, what an offensive flurry. Folding Asuka in half. That one's got to be tough.
That almost looked like a natural selection in a sense. And now Kai. Oh! Oh, my God!
Back there. Cover.
But here comes Flair. Oh, immediately. If not sooner, Flair breaks that up.
No, again, that front foot backstabber, which is not a move you see often. Kai with the chiropractor. I for one thought that may have been it.
And it would have been had Charlotte not been there. Charlotte still showing her loyalty.
BTK. Go to kick. Cover. Not
right
Charlotte right there. Not enough, ladies and gentlemen. Dakota Kai pulling out all the stops when it comes to her finishers here.
Oh wait, now Charlotte's incapacitated. Okay, this is Dakota's chance. And she's waiting on Asuka. No, she didn't have the patience to wait on Asuka.
Yeah, no, Irish drag her back into the ring, Dakota. This is your chance.
Oh, but she's got to take it. Overhead chop. Kai! Backbreaker! Oh, sure, there's Charlotte again, though.
Back up.
And she shows up, allowing for the hot tag. No!
Oh! Stiff right by Flair.
And I think Charlotte's about to seal it right here. I think Charlotte is going to absolutely make Dakota pay. Cover! Oh!
2. Kick out by Kai. No, I don't think this is the end of the match just yet. But it's I think that we're at the rising action for sure.
Of course, it's the main event.
Literature humor.
Main event of Glory. We still got Pride to come if you're watching the live stream. If not, well, you should have watched Pride first. Asuka locked in. Asuka locked in. Broken.
Oh, Hater.
No! Hater's late. Hater's late. Asuka lock. Just a second late.
Dakota must have tapped out immediately then, because I honestly thought the Hater was there.
1 second was all that Asuka needed, of course. Of course, 1 second being the difference in the match at Defiance and the Odd Couple. 1-0 as champions. 4-0 overall. First defense, a successful one here in our main event.
Yeah, no. What a match for our women's tag team champions. And now they have to look forward to, again, challengers of all shapes and sizes, not only over here on Glory, but on Pride as well.
And of course, the two, the point at each other, just a nod of appreciation. And the odd couple wins in the Glory main event. And I have to say, good show, but, we'll see what the Orange brand has to offer.
Yeah, well, we shall see for sure. You know, first show back, a little bit of ring rust for all of our guys and gals here on the white brand, but again, we can't have multiple 4.5 and 5-star matches every week. We got to give the orange brand a chance to at least attempt to show that they deserve to be here. So that being said, quality matches all around. No absolute sinkers, but the orange brand's used to having at least one of those a week, so I can't be truly upset. But we're gonna take a short break, and then we're gonna get into the action on the B side of things. But ladies and gentlemen, I have been eternally grateful to be one half of the Kings of Commentary for every single episode of Overdrive so far, and as the manager of the Elite brand, I am Elias Storm. He's Stanley Brewer. Thank you for watching.
Thank you very much, and we will be back in just a moment for the Orange brand. Stay tuned.